I'm going to be talking you through some extra practice for tables in ordered pairs of how to find the slope and y-intercept. Our slope is our change in y over our change in x. So I need to find the change on both sides. I do that by asking myself, how do I get from one to the other? Sometimes with the negatives, it does get a little difficult. So what we can always do, our change equals our second number minus our first number. Now, some of us do know in our head right away, but if we don't, we can use this to help us out. So if I didn't know how to get from -1 to 0, I can do my second number, which is 0, minus my first number, which is -1. And I can just type that into the calculator exactly how it looks right there. It's going to give me a +1. I can do the same on the other side. -6 is my second number, minus my first number, -4. Go ahead and take a second to type that into your calculator. You're going to get -2. So now I have two numbers. I have my change in y. I know that it's my change in y because it's on my y side. So my change in y goes on the top. My change in y is -2. I also have my change in x. I know that it's my change in x because it's on my x side. And I have 1. So I have -2 over 1 for my slope. Now if I were to type that into my calculator, -2 over 1 is just going to give me 2. So my slope equals -2. Sorry, I think I forgot to say -2. Now my y-intercept, what I'm going to do, I'm going to erase this just so you can see it. My y-intercept, when I'm looking for my y-intercept, what I do is I go on my x side, and I go all the way down until I hit 0. Once I hit 0, I go straight across. That is my y-intercept. So my y-intercept for this one is -6. Now that I have my slope and my y-intercept, I can go ahead and put my equation together. So I have y equals my slope, which is -2, x, then my y-intercept, which is -6. Let's go ahead and do 2 more examples. I need to find my change on both sides. How do I get from 0 to 5? If I don't know, I can do my second number minus my first number. 5 minus 0, that equals +5. How do I get from 30 to 20? If I don't know, I can do second number minus my first number. So 20 minus 30. When I type that into my calculator, it's going to give me -10. Now remember we said our slope was y over x. So my value for my change in y is -10. My value for my slope is 5. Sorry, my change in x is 5. My slope, -10 divided by 5. I'm going to be left with a -2. My y-intercept, I go down my x side until I find 0. I go straight across, and 30 is my y-intercept. I can go ahead and put my equation together. I have y equals my slope of -2, x plus 30. Now for this last one, you could go ahead and pause, try to do it on your own, and then when you're done, check back to see if your answer matches with mine. I need to find my change on both sides. So 3 to 6. If I don't know, I can do 6 minus 3. That gives me a +3. 9 to 6. If I don't know, I can do 6 minus 9. That's going to give me a negative 3. My slope is y over x. My change in y is 3. My change in x is negative 3. When I put that into my calculator, it's going to leave me with a negative 1. My y-intercept, I go down my x side until I find 0. Go straight across. That is my y-intercept. So my y-intercept is 12. I'm going to go ahead and put my equation together. I have y equals negative 1x plus 12. And I actually don't even need to put this 1. If I wanted to, I could just write y equals negative x plus 12. Would give us the same answer.